Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level.
And welcome back to the show. I am your host, Chris, and joining me today, please welcome my guests, Cory and Krystal Endrulat. Cory and Krystal, how are you today?
Great.
Good. Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem at all. And why don't you start with putting out your contact info or whatever is the best way for my audience to reach out to you for after the show.
Yes, the best way to contact us is GatewayToHealth.net. That's GatewayToHealth.net. Or you can call us at 424-COACH-ME.
Awesome. And Cory and Krystal, we're definitely glad to have you with us. We're excited to get some insight from you. But for those who are first time tuning into you or just may not be as familiar, if you don't mind just going over what it is you do exactly and just a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so we're both brother and sister. We're both certified integrative nutrition health coaches, empowering self-healing and everything to do with nutrition, lifestyle, wellness goals. We have been trained and graduated from the #1 world's largest nutritionist school via the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. And it's an honor to work with your siblings. And we haven't killed each other yet, so obviously we're doing something right. But it's a pleasure working with each other because we both have the same passion of food advocacy and everything to do with healing people holistically, alternative medicine, and overall sharing the same message and movement that we want to showcase with the world.
Yeah, and doctors are moving toward this new era too. It's going to soon be more of a recognized field in healthcare, where we're starting to see wellness centers open up and employing their own health coaches. And so a few doctors that we actually work with directly recognize the importance of nutrition, often because doctors aren't learning about nutrition within their 8 years of schooling. So that's something that we're filling the gap, filling the void that needs to be filled within society. For the most part, humanity is enslaved, and they're enslaved very much to their own health. And it's a big issue because people are looking for dependence on drugs and manufacturers and these governmental institutions that seek to help them, but they end up in debt, or it doesn't actually fix the underlying root cause. And we believe truly that you can heal yourself by yourself, and your body has that blueprint designed to do that.
Yeah, a lot of great points there. Now, as you guys know, there's many professionals and health coaches that are out there today with different styles, techniques, and approaches. Right. So how would you describe your approach and your style to helping people?
Yeah, so our approach is very integrative, right? Hence the word integrative nutrition, which means we like to incorporate different factors into people's lives. It's not just the food that's on the plate, but it's also the relationships, the career, the exercise, the spirituality, because that stuff matters more. That impacts your health more than anything else in people's lives. And we see that often because people, if they want something to get done in their health and they have a certain health goal, those things get in the way because those things matter more to them. So we have to address all the boundaries and roadblocks, which is something that could be hard for some life coaches and health coaches to identify. It's asking the right questions and getting down to the root cause and not being afraid to just openly, actively listen to the clients so they can speak on behalf of what their body is feeling. Because truly, like I said, if humanity is enslaved, they know something is wrong. They know that they need to be free of disease. They need to open themselves up to freedom. And how do they do that? They need to open up their self-sustainability, actually embrace and optimize their own blueprint. And that is by giving their body the right tools, the right resources, via having someone listen to you, having the foods that actually feed your body and not deplete your body, and so that's sort of our approach, right? But also along the lines of we give like supermarket tours, pantry makeovers, and we want to basically look for that root cause and kind of being like a food detective, is like asking the questions and then they kind of figure it out for themselves, because truly we do believe that people know the answers innately, and it's not entirely difficult to do that because everybody is living in this environment where there's a lot of things that could get in their way, and there's a lot of boundaries on time. People feel like they're always rushing around, having to go places. So that could be a very big thing, and even time management skills is something that we like to work on.
Wow, very cool, very cool. Now, what would you say is kind of next for you guys? Are you looking to possibly start other projects, looking to grow in certain areas? What would you say is next?
Well, definitely what we've been trying to expand on is our networking in our local area. We live in Pennsylvania, in like the Lehigh Valley area, Monroe area, but we work on a lot of seminars and workshops with the public, free of course, so more people can be engaged and they can invite their friends and overall create a beautiful community of just sharing knowledge and stories and seeing transformation before our eyes. So we're really about, getting our community involved and really getting them experience what we offer and how that can totally help their lives in just one simple step.
Yeah, and this is truly an integrative effort because, like I said, if we work with doctors, I also do interviews on the street. We do the seminars, like she said. I'm working on writing a book. We've got YouTube channels coming up because we're video editors. So we are part of this new millennium of generations that is starting to rise up and say, what's going on here? Why have we not woken up to our health in the past 20 years? How come, we promoted trans fats back in the day and, bashed saturated fat, and now it's the complete opposite, and we're starting to see science that is completely different from what we were talking about 20 years ago. We had to create the food plate out of the food pyramid because the food pyramid was no longer working. So we have all these systems in place that are questionable, and people are questioning, and that's all that I simply want to get through my own personal work and, just to get people questioning, because once people question and actually think about the world that they live in, they can come up to see some very observational crazy things that are going on in our universe today.
Yeah, well said, and it looks like you guys have a lot to look forward to, which is great. And once more, where can people go to get more information about you and all your services?
Yeah, so we have social media links. My brother Cory is the Cuckoo Nut, or you can also follow him on The Nature is the Answer on YouTube. I'm on Instagram under Health Coach Krystal. You can also visit our website that has all our social media links. That is GatewayToHealth.net. And we welcome the public to look at our blog because we share a lot of insight on what we do our research on and stuff like that. But basically, GatewayToHealth.net is the portal for everyone to really access all those links and really get a really good hand on what we do, as well as our affiliates and everything that we are, a part of.
You got to realize we're dealing with the very essence of life right now. We're giving ourselves foods that we think are foods and that are supposed to feed us as living beings. So are we going to feed ourselves life if we are living beings? Or are we going to feed us foods that don't have life? And I'm talking about the foods that don't have, the bacteria that your body needs, or the nutrients your body needs, or the probiotics, the prebiotics, the antioxidants, all the things that nature perfectly designed in a package that what we call food is what is there to provide for us, we might not be consuming. And that, to me, is alarming because we have supermarkets full of foods now at our disposal. And yes, the soil may be eroding and we have less nutrients in the soil, but we can still get a lot of our nutrients through food. And people can heal simply through nutrition. And that's something that is a very core part of our practice that we like to promote on a daily basis.
Yeah.
For me, this is not something that's very simple. This is something that I like to say, humanity it needs help. They need to wake up because until they do so, things will not change. That's why you have health coaches, this new movement coming out. It arises out of this failing system that has not worked.
Yeah, well said. And Cory and Krystal, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out to educate us and share great value with our audience. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you for having us. The pleasure and the honor is totally ours. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
No problem at all. And we definitely look forward to next time. And for everyone else out there, please stay tuned. We're going to be right back.